Hey, welcome back to FTL Multiverse. We are still playing with the Forgotten Races. Things are going well. Our ship is pretty darn powerful. And we just left Hector. Check out the slaver's booth. You don't need to breathe, right? Yeah, I'll buy him. Oh yeah, we got this thing too. Devastating power beam weapon, pierces through shields. 3 power, 2. I'll stick with the one I have. Goodbye. Accuracy and radiation. I'll do this, I think. Oh, I could have just got them here for cheap. Well, I didn't know about that, so. Yeah, I guess we're good then. Bye, Billy. We'll make sure we call you a hero so you don't have to pay your taxes. Alright, I think it's about high time we did that. Power these 2. Oh, I didn't get that yet. We'll get around to it. I think the shields upgrade was necessary. Small Union refineries operating away from all the asteroids, though they mostly process raw ores. Probably pay them to refine some of your scrap. Weird. Well, we got our shield upgrade. We should be able to handle this now. Oh no, my hacking. As long as this doesn't completely whiff, we should be okay. Well, it didn't completely whiff, but it was close. Alright, flak artillery. Finish the job. Nah. Okay. A lot of empty stuff. We'll try to get to the exit. Sure. We'll go here somewhat quick, because I think listening to this guy rambling might have some fleet advances tied to it. Sorting any hills shows no sense of activity. You're not sure how long it's been since... Yeah, sure, we're bored. Okay, well, bye. You're safe. Saved, whatever. They do like having us fight in... apparently treat under ships as handy target practice. Well. Wow. Yeah, we can do shields here because we can mind control the pilot. There we go. You guys seem to be having a bit of a problem. No, you guys are easy target practice. Nothing personal, kid. Nope, there's the artillery. Yeah, we can go do some stuff up there. It's not the ideal thing to do, but I don't know how much time we'll waste. Actually, it would be only... no, it wouldn't. I thought, like, what if it's like 3 rebel advances? That's not a problem because we're leaving, but those carry over, so... you know... Despite the presence of a large approaching asteroid storm, 2 ships appear to be in the middle of a standoff. A ministry and theocracy ship are squaring off over access to some sort of depot. It's expected the Rockmen are using offensive racial slurs and Zoltan are spewing legal jargon. What else is new? What else is the Rockmen? As Rockman the Zoltan ship, the Rockmen continue to provide support by shouting more obscenities to Zoltan. That is until the asteroids engulf the beacon and the Rockmen give up and abandon the depot. Our heroes. Wolves have been defeated, you scrap the remains of their ship. The ship out of the way, you have the opportunity to go after the depot yourself. You might expect, yeah, sure. We can't check storage here because we're in danger. That's a big old gun, isn't it? Alright. Like, you don't know what we did to 200 rebels, but they were ready to kill us and show our goods and patch up your hull. Apparently the ship actually has more than 30 hull. I kind of want to get rid of you. Because you're not doing anything for us. I mean, you're a good fighter, but do we... I'll keep him. It'll be another quote-unquote... not a penalty. What's the word I'm looking for here? Handicap. Yeah, that's more like it. To an already overpowered ship. Let's see. I want to do this and that. Cool. Next up. Do that. Alright, now let's see how many fleet advances we get out of this. Because I'm going to listen to the guy ramble. piled closer to what seems to be an old Union carry ship, repainted and scribbled over a giant blood-red warning, emboldened with the words "Beware." And the screen appears a strange man, held upright by a long pole to which he's been tied. His torso looks unusually flabby, and his limbs flap violently as he talks. Who are you? Why are you here? We're here for those photographs. Oh, those old things? Yeah, I'll go get them. But I'm only gonna give them to you if you'll listen to me story. Them noodle monsters real, I tell ya. Real in a, well, or something that's real, I suppose. And they stole my spine. If you want to see what's on those pictures, you gotta understand what you're dealing with. Yeah. Good, now sit her down and listen, you hear? No one believes me, but I swear it's true. This was before that damn Civil War a couple of years back. There I was, minding my own business. When out of nowhere came this rainbow-looking ass ship. Down comes these lanky tripod freaks with one big swirling rainbow eye each. Put some kind of spell over me and whisked me away. Now what them noodle monsters didn't know is I was the 6-time champion of martial arts in the Union. I kicked them asses good. Yeehaw! Only wondering, Pete, how'd you lose your spine if you're such a good fighter? Well, there was too many of them noodle monsters and I was beat. They strapped me down, ripped out my spine. I'd be dead, but them wanted me alive for some reason. That was their final mistake, because not only am I 6-time champion of martial arts, but I'm 8-time champion of spineless martial art. What? Spineless martial art, no less. Didn't know what hit him. Stole him his ship and flew back home. Old-fashioned this old rig for myself. Shut up. If you keep mouthing off, I'll show you just what I mean by spineless martial art, you gits. Well, I thought that was the end of it when my little backward part of space suddenly gets a visit from none other than Vance Wentworth himself. I know how he found out, but he asked to see them corpses and happily obliged. Soon enough, there's a whole team of scientists prodding around that wreck I stole, and I'm scribbling my name on some kind of non-disclosure agreement. Wait, does this count as disclosure? Nah. Whatever, we ain't gonna find out. And about a month goes by, and them scientists suddenly all pull away, and they take the ship with them. Next day, there's Vance delivered the news, claiming he's found the source of all those disappearances, but he says it's the slugs. The slugs, am I thinking. What's this dumbass mouthing about? Not too long after, the Federation decides to banish the kleptocracy entirely. I can't reach Wentworth to tell him he's a lying son of a bee. So I took it upon myself to spread the word. The noodle monsters are real, and I got the pictures to prove it. Something blew up. That's never good. Well, let me get them pictures. Once the galaxy sees these here, finally people believe me. The galaxy will finally know I ain't a liar, and the noodle monsters is real. Pete's suddenly cut off by an explosion, throwing your ship back and destroying his. You have no idea what just happened, but it seems Pete is dead. Hopefully Kira isn't upset. Pete's dead. How fortunate. Such a strange accident. Isn't it, Renegade? I suppose we never know the cause. Never mattered. It's unlikely these photographs would have provided much in the pursuit of data. Don't throw yourself forward for your efforts. I will come. Yeah. We get something new about Kira. Pretty sure he did that. I'm gonna have my ever scrupulous word for now. At least do ensure you do not disappoint me. There's no shortage of ways I can suppose. Huh. Noodle monsters, eh? So I guess you have to board. Even then, he might just blow it up. I'm not sure if there's a way to see those pictures, but I'm assuming it somehow incriminates good old Kira here. Also, no fleet advance, which is a bit of a surprise. Anything you want to do? Alright. Every ship different space. Sure. And we get another one of you. Well, you're already good on weapons, so... Leaving a bit early again, I see. Selling dead slaves. Is that a mini? Yeah, seems like a normal sized leech, I guess. You just said they're all dead. Thanks, artillery. Also, perfect amount of scrap. Yeah. Harmony, or let's go to Imperial New Homelands. Looks cooler. On that, I found an extensive collection of information on Mr. Wentworth for sale on a data stick by an Argon smuggler who goes by the name Grease Swizzler. Already arranged a meeting with him. You will attend. Apologize, forgot to pen that sentence with please. If you find that word motivating renegade, I hope you do. Be prepared to verify that this is the data. Okay, that post appears to have stored away a physical copy of the combat that began with the Seeka project. So like the Arcadian engineers will be cooperative, so for once I recommend opening this competition with your usually barbaric renegade tricks. Thanks. You don't worry about destruction in case of critical hull failure. Recovery pods containing vital data are jetted to be collected by service drones later. Please not waste time with negotiations. Show no mercy. Much of this place under construction is after this flux from the original homeworld. Still no doubt that places hold a strong grip over the sector, and they are eager to have foreigners ruin their lives for a second time. Look, I tried, okay? Crystal Sentinel. Logs down room, cooldown short enough to stack lockdowns. Ooh. Each costs of lockdown costs 7 health. Locks down the room deals 15 crew damage upon death. A dangerous sort, I see. Unfortunately for you, we are quite dangerous ourselves. If he surrenders, I will accept it. I think I've peeved off enough people already. I think even the Federation wants my blood at this point. No surrender, huh? Either Crystal Dog or whatever might have been in a cargo has been destroyed, the Legion salvaged some supplies from the ship. I think we need to do aboard our own ship. Oh yeah, we have another performance outrageous. I've never seen any more of the anomalies, which is kind of unfortunate. Does it only just spawn one or something? Well, he's dead. Hey, look, at least our doors are mad now. Is he gonna move back to shields? Yeah. Well, he's not wrong. Most of our crew are machines. We can have shield 2 bars, use 2. We're never gonna be using this. At least we're not squishy. Well, I can't speak for Maloney though. He's gonna realize about them here. Yeah. You're not immune to mind control, are you? That might be a problem. A minor issue, if you will. Stop, we surrender. No. No surrender. Look at that. We'll let the artillery deal with him. Gee, the scrap gains are just insane on this ship. Let's continue doing our thing there. You find a rare elite Federation military ship. They hail you, and after some probing, reveal that they deserted the Federation fleet and hide among the crystals. Figuring there would be few other Federation ships here to find them. Sure, there you go, buddy. You really shouldn't be saying stuff like that if you're deserting them, you know? I am not afraid. It's this, right? Yeah. We'll take the rebels. Make up for at least a little of our wrongdoings. Apparently, even though, you know, the rebels are everywhere, it's not our fault that they're here as well. Why is he running so... Why is he running slow? Is that something our weapon does? Weird. Never return, all around us there's one cares, not speak to us again. And I'm suddenly realizing that this weapon is... yeah, not dealing any form of useful damage. Oof. How unfortunate. Ooh, pretty. Got a massive crystalline society, well fresh and protected. In the center is a small village surrounding a massive contraption. It looks like a gateway of some sort. Yeah, let's go check it out. Contraption seems to resemble a much larger version of a waystone, a device that the crystalline people used to seal off their old homeworlds. As you approach, a massive crystalline cruiser approaches its weapon, aiming straight at you. Oops. Ceremoniously painted purple crystals stand before you, far taller than those in the background. I am Empress Danish Kryal. You are a foreigner, and foreigners are unwelcome. The Federation has given us its aid. We are grateful, but we are no longer in need of a Federation, and you need nothing of us. We shall negotiate terms. Negotiate what? The terms on which you leave this place. Your presence here is not sanctioned. I know people like you, Ambassador Ruin, sold me the storage. Barbarians, murderers, renegades like you are the ones who first stole our home from us. And I refuse to allow such thing to transpire again. I will satisfy whatever vain desires you might have to ensure you leave and never return. My people don't want you. They're not come to harm you. We're not as bad as you say. We are free to leave, right? This is going to result in a fight because they're not going to believe us. Yep, there you go. Oh, but you see, only by making such claims do you prove your intentions. Were you true of heart, you would have already left. But you persist. Persistence is a threat, and my people do not take kindly to the threats. You try to protest further, but the Daesh will not listen. She waves, and her cruiser moves forward to strike you down. So it's not necessary, and then bloodshed, but the crystals aren't going to listen easily. Alright, we'll shoot them to bloody bits. Well, not completely. We'll allow them to surrender and be the heroes once again. So what does she do? I was in the room, for the duration of the lockdown, all our crew in the room have their ability cooldown reduced by 80% of the max health is increased, Allied Crystal crew gain 1 extra ability charge back per jump. So if they offer surrender, we'll take it. Prove that we are not douchebags or whatever. Assuming we are accepting surrender. There we go. Quasar crews and the crew on board are on their last breath. The ship's engines flare as it rocks back and forth, barely able to keep up with you any longer. Show them mercy. Not on your weapons. A while later, the crystals do the same. Danish appears on screen, breathing heavily with a long crack down her smooth face. So you have chosen mercy. I must say I did not expect this. There, ship nearby, the city guided by Danish, the large crystalline being steps out of her padded cruiser and comes to face you. It might have been misguided in my assumptions. You have my most sincere apologies for this aggression. I'm an honorable woman and I've disgraced myself by attacking you. And, you know, you had your reasons. I will not have this be. With Rune away, there is no one but myself to offer their service to you. Maybe when this is through, you can see there's a place for people who want a federation. You're cool and all, but I'll stick with my non-breathers if you don't mind. You can go back to your ship, you know, Your people need you, or whatever that goes. Let's turn this off again. You have located a station. For such a relatively recent corporation, Arcadia has climbed the ladder to the status of Giga Corporation impressively quickly, but what else can be expected from the company with the backing of the Harmony? Is this where we find out more? Disobey Kira and ask for the contract. Confused but cooperative, the engineers invite you on board to sit down and discuss. After some brief chatter, which the way to talk with head engineer just explain the difference to you between the R67 standard repair drone and the SB's repair drone. You manage to get the conversation back on topic of the contract. But we don't normally go handing these things out. And it's pretty confidential information. However, when a renegade goes knocking on your door asking for something, it's not often a wise decision to refuse them. Well, this thing's like a couple decades old, no one's going to come looking for it. You did not heed my advice. Why are those engineers still alive? We should punish you for this, renegade, but it does not matter. You have treated conduct that's all that matters. I will eliminate engineers through other means. Do not bother sending the contract. I've already extracted files and expunged them from your system. There will be no reviewing these today, renegade. Go about your business. I have other matters to attend to. Not expect anything special next time. It's too much instruction. There's something amiss with Kira, right? Anyway, I think I'm going to cut this one here. Thank you for watching Upstream series, and I'll see you guys on the next episode. Bye, everyone.